This is an in-service for the Zavant NMS 450 quantitative train of 4 nerve stimulator. Upon power up, the Stimpod 450 defaults into the train of 4 mode and remembers the last milliamp setting set by the user. I can press the menu key and change from train of 4 mode to double burst. I can also change to post-tectonic count, which will give me 5 seconds of tetanus with 20 additional twitches, keeping count over here and showing the bar graphs of the stimulations. I can also do twitch at various hertzes. I can also do tetanus at 50 hertz or at 100 hertz. But the system defaults into train of 4 mode, which is what the mode would be used most of the time. I'm able to adjust my milliamps by spinning the wheel here, and I would then press enter. If I don't press enter, it'll go back to the milliamps selected earlier. To stimulate a patient, I would press the middle key here and will deliver a train of 4 stimulation. You see the 4 bar graphs from the 4 stimulations. You also saw the green light indicate 4 stimulations, and as my patient, in this case myself, is 100%, that means I have no paralytic on board. Generally you would see these 4 bar graphs trail off, showing fade with the system. So if the patient is completely paralyzed, you won't see any of the bar graphs, and you will see 0 of 4. As the patient's paralytic wears off, you'll see 1 of 4, 2 of 4, 3 of 4. Once you get to the 4th bar graph, or the 4th movement of the thumb, you will then get percentages. It'll start off with a lower percentage, then gradually go up to a higher percentage. Once you get to 90% or above, your patient is safe to extubate. The accelerometer can be put on in any shape or form because it's a 3-dimensional accelerometer. So even if I put it off to the side, it will work appropriately. There is no calibration required. I basically just press the stimulation and it'll give me a number. It gave me 109% that time, which means, once again, I don't have any paralytic on board. It's ideally situated for the ulnar nerve, but you can also use the ankle. You can also use the temple by taking this little strap off and taping this sensor to the eyelid or eyebrow. To change batteries, you basically just open up the back panel, and it takes 4 AA batteries. Make sure you put the batteries in correctly, and after you've put the batteries in, power up and look at the battery indicator. If it's black and full of fully colored in, you've put the batteries in correctly. If it's not fully colored in, you may have put in one of the batteries incorrectly. The device will power up for about 5 seconds and then will power down. But once again, if you have the batteries in correctly, it should work fine. And once again, the stimulation button is in the middle. Ulnar nerve covered here, and that would be my stimulation. Okay, and that's how to use the Stimpod NMS 450. Thank you.